it's Jen and Lindsey, and it's semi-pro painting day, Wednesday, 1 o'clock. Every Wednesday we are in here doing a quick and easy project. Today we are doing a pumpkin. It's pumpkin everything. We are going to do stencil, but we're going to do some more painting to it than just stenciling. Like on Thursdays, we just do stenciling projects. We are doing an actual project today. We're doing a little more in-depth project here. So we're going to come out. I think it's going to turn out kind of cute. I have an idea. So we're going to go with that. My ideas sometimes work out. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. I don't know. I have sometimes say stuff to Lindsay. I'm like, what do you think we should do with this? And she's like, sure, that'll work. And then we get over here and it doesn't quite go the way we were thinking, but we are here and we're going to do a fun project. I think it's going to be fun. If you're joining us for the first time, thanks for joining us. If you're new to us, we call ourselves semi-pro painters because we are by no means professionals. Lindsay and I like to play with paint and the projects that we have here, or some of the pieces that we have here in the store at Cupboard Distributing. So we sometimes get inspired by pieces, and those are the things that we work on over here in this room. Always on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock, and then we're back on Thursdays at 1 o'clock for semi-pro stenciling, where we do a stenciling project. Sometimes we mix them up, but today it's going to be stenciling and a pumpkin plaque. I think it's going to be cute because it is, you know, pumpkin season. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's pumpkin season, and Lindsay and I love our pumpkin. So we are doing a pumpkin everything stencil today on our Squatty pumpkin plaque. So as always, you can get a discount if you buy these pieces, correct, Lindsay? Mm-hmm. Okay, Lindsay has added them to the coupon code. She put that at the bottom of the screen. So you can, that's the coupon code you'll need. And that will save you 30% on any of the items that we use during our semi-pro paintings for the month. So anything that we've done from the beginning of October until now, you can get 30% off of any of those pieces. And then in November, it will switch to the November pieces that we do. So as the month goes on, items keep getting added, everything that we do, whether it's stenciling or a painting project. Today's painting, I think it's going to turn out kind of cute. I'm excited about it. We'll see. How is everybody today? Good? It is cold here, guys. It's cold.
Not that cold. She's whining. It
is cold here. It was cold. Cold.
I mean, we might have a freeze watch tonight, but it's not cold.
I've been wearing long sleeves all week. Lindsay comes in her t-shirt, and I'm in long sleeves all week, freezing my hiney off. But it's okay. We're making it. It is fall for sure.
The heat is on.
The heat is on. Yes. So we are definitely enjoying that part. Okay, Lindsay is going to let us know if there's any questions. She is going to be answering anything, putting links in for all the items that we've used. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask. Lindsay is happy to help you or tell me, and we will discuss it. What?
Flip the camera?
Yeah, flip the camera. Let's get started. Okay, so today we are going to do our Squatty pumpkin plaque. I quickly, as you can tell, it still has streaks in it. I sealed this with multi-purpose sealer, and then I sanded it with my sanding block. You guys know I like this thing because I can actually sand. So as she giggles the way I touch it. So anyways, I sanded it, and then I went over it with persimmon. That is my first base coat here. I'm going to do the stem a different color. And I did bring over one of our little maple leaves that I think would look really cute on the top of here. So we're also going to add that. That's the plan. And then the pumpkins, everything stencil is what we're going to be putting on this. It's going to go something like that. I think it's going to be fine.
So Becky said you have the funnest job ever. It's fun at times.
It is fun at times,
but when
Becky.
you're kidding hundreds of ornaments like we were
this morning, yes.
It wasn't so fun.
It was not so fun this morning when I was kidding ornaments. But you know what? It's okay. We made it through.
Yeah.
I am going to do another layer of my base coat here, and I'm using persimmon, which is an retired color. We always suggest warm sunset if you need. I did bring that one over today so you guys can kind of see. It's just a smidge lighter, but it's a perfect pumpkin color. So if you don't have persimmon at home and you wanted to do this project, you can 100% do that with warm sunset. So that is what's going on here. But we do have a fun job. I like coming over here and painting every once in a while, or well, twice a week if we can get in here. And I'm here. We can get in here and do that. I always like doing that.
And it wasn't bad this morning. It was just we were kidding ornaments for the next Christmas unwrapped. And it's a team job. So she bagged them and I stomped them.
I bagged them.
Stomping means sealing.
Sealing, yes. Yeah,
we
call it stomping because we have this machine that has like this little pedal and it seals the bags for us. So Lindsay was stomping and I was kidding. So I bagged them and kitted them together, and then Lindsay stomped them. Lindsay and I work well together.
We had donkeys.
We had Dunkins, yeah. And then we also were jamming. I had my phone back there and we had some music going. So that made it go a little easier. a little quicker here.
We're unsupervised today. So
we are.
Normally we wouldn't be allowed to have music in the.
Well, they probably wouldn't even care.
Well,
honestly.
I mean, not that music.
No. Yeah, we were listening to the Taylor Swift this morning, and it says some bad words in there, and so we can't listen to that when they're here. But we snuck and did it today. Don't tell on us.
Don't tell on us.
No. They wouldn't care. They just don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't care that we do it. They just don't want to hear it. But yeah. So, anyways, we've been busy beavers today. Lindsay and I have been, and we're out of paper plates still.
Hint, hint.
Chris,
if you're
listening, we need paper plates because I'm using 5x7 palette paper, and I hate to use it because it's expensive, and I don't want to waste. Because I use a lot of paint, so I feel like I go through a lot. And you use
paper plates for multiple products.
I do. I keep stacking them until I can't get any more paint on it. I can switch it around.
I'm gonna message her.
Yes, paper plates. Jen is using palette paper, and you don't want her to do that. So paper plates, please. I like paper plates. I think they're so much easier to use. Okay. So a little bit more paint here. Almost done with our second coat. And I've just done 2 coats of persimmon on here, guys. I just want to have a nice coverage. It is a pumpkin, so if you have some of that marbling in there, it wouldn't be a big deal, like to me, but for you guys, I want to make sure we have a nice.
Because pumpkins aren't always.
They're not always perfectly colored.
Like
so
flaws and warts. And
absolutely. So
stuff.
If you have some of that marbling and you only wanted to do 1 coat, that's no problem. But I think base coating is so simple and it's so fast. It does not take long at all. So let's just get this on here and then we'll dry it up here. And then we can get to our design.
So while Jen's finishing that up,
yes, ma'am.
Be on the lookout. There is a new pattern coming out within the next week. I'm going to say within the next week.
I was like, I don't know when.
Because it's video dependent, I think, right?
Yes, I think
it's video dependent. So, but it's coming out within the next week. And then there is another video that will be released within the next week.
Yes.
We just don't know. I'm thinking
we're not sure in which
before the other.
Yeah, we're not sure in which order they're coming. So
we're trying to push her to do one before the other because it's season dependent.
Yeah, season.
The other one is winter.
Yeah.
So.
And it's really cute, but I think we've got a little time before we have to kick that one out.
Because it hasn't snowed here yet in Ohio. Knock on wood. Jen will have a fit.
I hate the snow.
I know it snowed in Colorado already.
No, thank you.
But
no, thank you.
See, I love the snow, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay, just gotta get one little spot over here. Just give me 1 second here. Still using persimmon.
Becky says she loves those little pads of palette paper. It doesn't take so much room on her table.
That's very true. I don't mind it. I just feel like it's expensive for what I do over here. And so because I think it's a little more expensive, I would rather use like a 2-cent paper plate than. And
like we said, like Jen uses the paper plates over and over.
You should see the trash can has like some of the paper plates in here, and I use them for like weeks. Because I don't use, like when I paint, I don't use all of the colors that you guys. No. But I don't use all of the colors that they use either. Like I only do like a little bit of shading, maybe a little bit of highlighting, but like I don't get into like 15 bottles of paint. I'm usually using like 2 or 3 or 4 maybe. Okay, so I've got a nice base coat here on my pumpkin. And that again was persimmon, and I did seal it with multi-paper sealer. I think I said that, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, up next, I have burnt umber, and I'm gonna use that for my stem. So let me go ahead and do that as well. See, this is still my piece of palette paper from last week, guys. We clearly are doing fall again because I'm using the same colors. And then this is just an angle brush that I'm going to use to do this because I want to get down here and I want to be able to have a nice crisp line. So just get some more paint on here. I'm going to get this done. And honestly, you can paint your stem if you want. You can add, and I was going to add, I do have this like jute cord that you could wrap around your stem if you want. And I might still add that to my project. I'm not sure how we'll end up finishing it off, but that is I do have these ideas floating in my head. Sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad, huh, Lindsay? When I have ideas floating in my head.
Hello, Glenda.
Hi, Glenda. Thanks for joining us. We're just getting our project base coated, and we're doing a semi-pro painting project today. So we're doing our squatty pumpkin plaque, and then which Chris has used for pieces. Other designers have also used for pieces. So that is what we're working on right now. Just grab this with the Ranger Heated Craft tool because we want to make sure that we can get it covered up. So we're gonna dry that real good.
And you're just joining us, the wood, the pumpkin and the leaf that she'll be painting shortly, and also the stencil, will be eligible for that coupon, that code in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, I think is what it, yeah, bottom left-hand corner. Just want to make sure.
Don't ask me.
Yeah. So be sure, like, if you're interested in this project, that when you add those items to your checkout, don't forget to use that coupon code.
Yeah, so like we did that project last week with the pumpkin spice latte. We did like mug, and then we put the little pumpkin dangle, that stuff. It's the same coupon code, so if you were able to grab any of that stuff, it's the same coupon code. But that's what we're dealing with here today. And I think I'm using a lot of the same colors. My paper looks very similar color-wise.
I'm fairly sure it's the same color.
I think it is. Well, I mean, you can't go wrong when you're doing, and I painted a pumpkin, like we did the pumpkin dangle. So, yeah, so got my stem painted up here. And then we're going to move on to our stenciling. And then we'll work on our leaf while we're waiting on our stencil to kind of dry up. So we were going to go ahead. Actually, no, I need to do my lines on my pumpkin. Okay, this is the part that's going to stress me out.
You read my mind.
The do lines on my pumpkin? Yeah. Okay, so let me get a little more. And I am still using burnt umber is what I'm using for this. I'm going to flip upside down because I need to come this way. So I want to make sure that I have my pumpkin going the same, or my lines going the correct way. So let me flip it upside down and get my, see, I have my 1/2 inch angle. So I am going to just come here.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. This is her first time catching us live.
Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining us. Always happy when you guys can hop in and see us. So we're working on our semi-pro painting project for today. I don't want a ton of paint, guys. I don't want a ton of paint. So that's what I'm keeping going over it and kind of pulling it.
I couldn't do that, line up the curve.
I'm trying.
I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, there's no way I could do that.
I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm giving it a whirl.
Got it. I mean, yeah, there's no way I could do it.
Okay. So now let me go. Let's see. How am I going to do this side?
That would be Jen. Can you do this for me?
Okay, let me go here. Actually, let me dry this first. I don't want to put my hand in it and smudge it. So let me dry this first before we move to the other side. You guys could probably like kick this out in no time. This takes me a minute to think about. So
semi-pro.
Semi-pro, yes. Let's remember that. Okay, so let me get some more paint on here because I had that sitting for a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. Okay, bottom of my stem. I'm coming down this way. The good thing, Lindsay, is as long as this paint is still wet, we can move it, which is a good thing.
So this is one technique I have not done yet, shading. I can dry brush, but I'm not brave enough to try this yet.
She'll get it, guys. She'll get it.
Oh, Lurking Linda has made a comment.
Yes, ma'am.
Follow the shape of the outside edge of the pumpkin.
Oh, when you're doing this, Linda?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
There you go. Curve it out more.
Yeah.
Deborah says, hi, I love Chris's designs and love to watch everyone paint. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Chris, her stuff's awesome.
Chris will have 2 new videos, I believe, in the coming week. Probably one tomorrow, and then we'll have another one next week. There'll be one more fall video, and then a winter video.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I think the fall video will be the last fall this year. Unless she does. She might do. Fall and
she
Halloween,
does. So she might do some more fall, but who knows?
Else, but she asked me the other day what she should work on, and I told her winter and Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's time to do this. So I'm working on Christmas stencils.
Yeah.
So, okay, now let's just do the outside edge here. Because we want it to all kind of be the same. So let me get this part done quickly.
Lurking Linda popped up.
We need to change her name in there to Lurking Linda.
I wish I could change her name.
I know, wouldn't that be hilarious?
I was telling her that yesterday when she messaged me. She's like, I don't like to talk. I said, Lurking Linda.
Yeah. Listen,
we love lurking.
We love it when she lets me know what I need to do. Like, cause listen, I am still learning, guys. I'm still learning. I like to come in here and play. I think the reason that it's fun for me to come in here and play, let me tell you why. Because I want everybody to know, like, if you're new, old, not sure about it, like, by old, I mean old to painting, new to painting. That's what I mean. So like, if no matter how long you've been doing this, right, we're still a little unsure of ourselves. Everybody is, right? So I want everybody to realize that, like, listen, it is okay to make mistakes. And it is okay for somebody to give you some advice. It's not anybody picking. It's like, I never get offended when people are like, you should do this, or you're doing that wrong, do it this way. Like, of course, I don't like to hear them doing it wrong because I'm a perfect at everything I do, right, Lindsay?
She totally is.
But,
princess.
But no, it makes it a little more like, gives everybody a little more confidence, right? So I think that's the part that, like, we all need to know. Like, we all have to have that confidence. I'm just getting started. I want to be able to paint like all of you amazing painters out there. I don't have that confidence yet, but I'm trying to do smaller projects, work on techniques that I have learned, and then keep learning. And I learn something every single time that I'm in here with you guys. So I always enjoy this time that we get to come over here and play a little bit.
Becky says usually she draws a chalk line because she messes those up if she don't.
Oh, Becky, that would be smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think that way because you know what? I'm just like, I don't have time to plan this stuff out.
She literally, we fly by the seat of our pants, honestly.
We really do, honestly.
I literally went over there 10 minutes before we were supposed to start. I said, hey, are we going to do a live today? And she's like, no.
I did. I was like, well, I was in the middle of working on stencils, and I was like,
we're trying to get
no.
a lot of new Christmas stencils done.
So pay attention to the website because they are coming.
We actually should have a release of stencils today. They're not Christmas. It should be the rest of the fall.
I think that's the last bit of the fall.
We're trying to get tons of new Christmas stencils and winter stencils up. And she was like in the zone.
I am.
I'm being really mean and I'm giving her big, like,
with lots and lots of details. I told her yesterday.
She hates me this week because there's a lot of them.
I did one. I threw it on her desk. I go, I never want to see this again. It took me that long to get it done. But you know what? It turned out really cute. It was a project. The one that I gave you yesterday, I was like, I'm done. I can't do this again. Don't even bring it to me. So I'm going to just come on the opposite side now because I want my lines to be a little bit wider. So I'm just coming on the opposite side to kind of fill that in on both sides.
It looks like a nice deep pumpkin groove.
Yes. A dirty pumpkin groove.
A dirty pumpkin groove.
It is. It's brown. It's got dirt on it. Okay. So I'm just coming around here. The stenciling's not going to take long at all. So this is more of like our dress up project here. This
makes
part.
Me want pumpkin pie.
Ooh, we could DoorDash it.
Charles could come back and see us with a pumpkin pie.
Charles would be like, oh my gosh, these girls just keep eating and eating and eating. So we have breakfast from Dunkin' and coffee. And I got donut holes. And like I ate all 12 because I ordered 10 and they gave me 12.
2 bonus ones.
They did. And I ate all 12 like right before lunch. So then I haven't even eaten my lunch yet because I was like, I'm not even hungry. Okay. Not even hungry. Okay, here.
My mother-in-law was telling me last night she ordered a pumpkin pie on her click list,
yeah,
Kroger or Walmart or whatever. And they didn't have any.
What?
And they tried to substitute with a sweet potato pie.
Not even close to being the same thing.
No, I said, no, wait a minute. I said, the logic of the person picking the order was that it's orange. I said, she's like, well, they could have gotten me a frozen one. And I was like, they didn't think that. But
no,
we had this whole discussion on why they tried to substitute a sweet potato pie.
That is kind of funny, actually.
With a pumpkin pie.
That is kind of funny. I love it.
But how can you be out of pumpkin pie?
Right. How are you out of pumpkin pie in
already?
October?
Yes. I mean, it's the beginning of pumpkin.
Somebody failed and didn't order this correctly. Okay. Okay, listen, my pumpkin's looking pretty good, guys.
I think so.
Okay.
It looks pumpkin-y.
It looks very pumpkin-y, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to start stenciling now. So we're going to put our stencil right over top of our pumpkin. And I think I want it to be down, like kind of towards the bottom, guys, because I'm going to have this leaf. I want to put this leaf up here. So I want to make sure that my words are going to be able to be seen. So I think I'm going to go about right here. It's kind of in the center, actually. Okay, which way, honey?
Well, because I think your pumpkin is like not straight, so.
Okay, which way do I need to go?
Okay, so the pumpkin's straight now,
Okay.
so the stencil needs to go down on the right.
This side?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Sometimes like where Jen's looking because of how the camera is.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
She can't see if something's straight.
No, because the camera is above me. And if I go over top of it, my head's in there. See, we don't want that.
Yeah, and like the lines on the table don't help either.
No.
You think they would, but they don't.
Think, yeah. Well, they're not. I don't think completely straight either. Okay, I'm using my favorite color for this, guys.
What is Jen's favorite color?
Any guesses for what my favorite color is?
She uses it a lot.
Antique white. I love this color. I absolutely love this color. So I'm going to use this for my pumpkin. I think I might do everything in burnt umber. I'm not sure. I had a plan. Again, how do my plans usually go?
You said burnt umber. You're not doing antique white?
I'm doing antique white on pumpkin, but I think I'm going to use burnt umber for everything.
Oh, I thought you meant I'm going to do everything.
No. Because see, in my mind, it's a different font.
That was dumb.
It's a different font, so I feel like it needs to be a different.
That was so dumb what I just said. I thought you.
It's okay. It's okay.
I need more coffee.
It's okay. Okay, so I'm using antique white for my pumpkin.
Everything in burnt umber. What do you mean everything? I thought you were using antique white.
No, baby. No, baby, I'm not. Okay, let me go.
Ignore me.
Don't listen to Lindsay. Okay, so I'm just using the foliage friend here to kind of block off because I don't want to get paint on my pumpkin. That's not on my words. So let me just block that off a little bit because that's kind of close to the edge there. And I would rather be safe than sorry.
Oh, there were some Christmas stencils in this latest release.
I thought there was, it's not a lot though. It's a couple.
There's
yeah.
A few, but...
Yeah. That was when we were like, I was like, well, let me see if I can get started on them. And then we ended up moving on to something else. And Christmas Unwrapped got in the mix. And antique white is so perfect for fall. It is the absolute perfect color for fall. I love antique white for any color, any season though, you know me. Awesome for a snowman, like a rustic looking snowman. Like, oh, I can see it now. We're gonna have to do a snowman coming up, Lindsay. I have a feeling we're gonna need to do a snowman. I actually had a really cool idea for this week, but we didn't have the piece cut and there was no time to get it cut before. So maybe next week we'll work on that project.
There it is. I found that thing we were looking
for. Okay. Find it. Okay. I'm working on a stencil and it's just not working out. And Lindsay's like, I think we have one we could pull from another stencil. So
yeah, it's a shape and we're fighting it.
It's not fun. Okay. I try really hard to use what's on it and sometimes it just doesn't want to work out for me. Okay, so got our pumpkin, first coat of antique white on our pumpkin here. And I'm using my number 4 Spectacular stencil brush. I use this for most of my stenciling project. It's the perfect size. I love the 5. I love the 6 if I'm doing like a background. I love the 6 for a background. 5 if I have big chunky letters, like a bigger stencil. But 4 for anything like this size. And I love, 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 love the number 3, which I will probably use for down here because it is a smaller stencil and we've got smaller words on there. So I'll probably use my number 3 for that, but we will see. Okay, second coat of antique white going on my pumpkin word now. I'm a loud stenciler today. Just get my mask up here so don't make a mess.
It's a little loud.
It is today, isn't it?
It's weird.
You know what? I think we can't hear the compressor, Lindsay, and that's why it's being so loud.
Because you're not cutting anything.
I'm not cutting anything right now, no. Normally I have something running while I'm over here. Like I'll put something in that's going to take a while to cut. That way I can keep going, but I don't have anything in the middle of working, so I just turned it off to come over here. So cool thing about this, our studio here, is it's connected to the store, so in the warehouse. So we just have to leave one building and go over to the next, but it's all through back. We don't have to go outside or anything. We have a back entrance.
It's through the secret passage.
It's a secret door.
Linda knows the secret passage.
Yes, Linda knows the secret passage. So it's through the secret door in the back. So we go through that to come over here, which is kind of, it's nice to have this over here because it's kind of separate from the store. We can't hear the phone ringing and, you know, all the other stuff we used to hear when we were doing lives in the other room. Because it doesn't fail. The phone will not ring all day. As soon as we go to do a video, it doesn't stop. It like rings nonstop, doesn't it, Lindsay?
Yeah, so if you call at
1 o'clock.
Linda, I love it there in our secret room.
Same, Linda, same. It's a fun little place to be.
Yeah, so if you call at 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday or Thursday, you're not going to get us because
we're in here.
We're in a secret room and there's no phone in here.
No.
So
we could put a phone over here, but we don't want to listen to it ring. So because yeah, we're in a good spot over here. I like it over here. Oh, that's pretty. Like
I picked a good color.
Yeah, you did. Because I was like, what am I going to do? Where's Lindsay? 1 second. I'm just going to get this.
Like, I can't even believe she didn't even think.
I didn't. You know why? Because I walked over here and I was like, shoot, what are we going to do? Spur of the moment. That's how we roll. I don't plan these projects out, guys. Lindsay's usually being like, what are you painting? Or I'm usually saying to Lindsay, what am I painting at 1 o'clock at noon?
But I've actually got the next 2 weeks. I'm ready for it.
She is. She's ready. She's got a couple things on my desk. I haven't thought about them yet, but they're on my desk. The one was kind of my idea.
Yeah, it was. And the other one was because she sent me a late night.
I did.
Text. She's like, what about something like this? And I'm like, oh.
Don't you like when inspiration strikes, right?
Yeah,
you gotta go
like
with
9
it.
o'clock at night. She sends me this text.
You know what? You answered, so.
I do. I always answer you.
You do. That's because we never know what's gonna be going on in our lives. Never know. Okay. All right, I am going to use burnt umber now for my everything. What?
I'm still laughing about my dumb comment.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look what I just pulled out of here. That's not the brush I wanted. Okay, so I've got my number 3 spectacular stencil brush for this. I'm probably going to use this down here as well because that's a little close, just to be safe. So again, burnt umber is what I'm using. Let's just get my stencil brush loaded up here. Okay. This one's not as loud. I think my number 4 too, Lindsay, has so much paint in it that it's kind of stiff from where I didn't really clean it very well. So I think that didn't help. Is everybody ready for trick or treat? We're gonna go to my son and daughter-in-law's house for trick or treat because we don't get trick or treaters where we live. So we kind of live back off by the main. We live on a pretty main road, but so first of all, a lot of traffic, and second of all, we kind of live back, and none of the kids want to walk down the driveway. So we don't get trick or treaters. So we're gonna go to my son and daughter-in-law's house for trick or treat this year. So I'm excited about that. And Paisley's coming. So she's going to be a unicorn. So I'm excited to see her in her little costume.
A unicorn?
A unicorn.
Is she going trick-or-treating so her parents can have candy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, she'll probably trick-or-treat at Cody's house, but meaning Austin and Divinity will eat the candy at Cody and Gracie's house. I mean, I'll be helping myself to some candy.
Yeah, I had to buy, we're passing out downtown in that community thing.
Oh, yeah.
Our community here in Urbana, the trick or treat's actually on the 31st, but the week before they do a downtown event where like businesses and whatnot pass out candy because the kids need more candy, you know.
Yeah, because they don't get enough on Halloween.
And the next day in the city park, they do a trunk or treat. So they get candy. And I'm sure the parents are
sugar those kids up.
Yeah, but I was ordering candy and I'm like, what candy do I want the leftovers?
Right? Where did you get your candy? I gotta buy candy
mine
too.
on Amazon. They had a deal on my favorite candy.
Oh, they did?
What is that?
Nerd clusters.
Yes. I was like,
I didn't even have to think about that. I knew that right off the bat. Lindsay loves nerd clusters. I got her a big bag for her birthday.
I just finished those.
Did you really?
Yeah.
She's good about like rationing them though.
Pace
I
myself.
am horrible with candy. Like once I have it, I just can't stop eating it. I have a bag of Reese's cups in my fridge right now, and every time I open the fridge, I eat one. I'm horrible about it. Okay, almost done here with our stenciling. And then we'll work on our leaf to add here. And then we're going to do a little highlighting and some accents on our stenciling project. Since we are doing semi-pro painting, not semi-pro stenciling today, we're doing a little bit more to our piece. Instead of just like putting the stencil on and stenciling it and all of that stuff, we are doing a little bit more detail stuff. We do that on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, it's quick and easy stenciling. On Thursdays, it's semi-pro painting, which is quick and easy projects, but with a elevation of detail. Almost done here. This is covering really well. I like this. I like these two colors together. If anybody has questions, make sure you ask because Lindsay can answer them for you. She's in here. Putting links in. Again, all of the items that we use during our lives, you can use that coupon code for. So just keep that in mind. And that's that. I think it's semi-pro something.
Semi-pro 30.
Listen, we're real creative around here. Semi-pro 30 is the coupon code, and that gives you 30% off of anything that we used during the month of October. Okay, just a quick one more coat here just to be safe. Make sure I got all of my crisp lines. I'm going basically dealing like with the outside edge on this last, just to make sure I got nice crisp edges here. This last go around. And I don't have hardly any paint on my brush for this. I just want to make sure that I don't have anything that I just didn't quite finish. So quick color. You can tell I'm going around a lot faster on this third little layer here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's take our stencil off and see what that looks like. Okay, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so we've got our pumpkin everything. Let's just hit this with the heat here just to make sure. So we've got our burlap up here, or I mean our burnt umber here and here. We've got the antique white here. We've got our persimmon on the background, which if you don't have persimmon, you can 100% use warm sunset. Very, very close in color. Even burnt orange is really close. It's a little bit darker. It just depends on what color you want. Spiced pumpkin is always a good color that you could use for pumpkins as well. That's always the easier one to do. So if you want any of those, and we always list the colors too under the project. So Lindsay will show you that, or put those in there for you. Okay, I have Hauser medium for my leaf here. She's not writing down, but she is now. I caught her, didn't I?
You did.
I forgot to until I just said that.
Said something.
Yeah. Okay, so Hauser medium for my little leaf here. I might be able to use this piece of paper, Lindsay, for tomorrow too.
Different colors, huh?
Huh?
Because this is tomorrow Halloween, or is that next week?
No, I think it's Halloween tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so got my, this is our little maple leaf cutout. I think this is a 2-inch.
Yes.
So I just got Hauser, or yeah, Hauser medium on here.
Hi, Marianne, welcome.
Okay, so Hauser medium there. Let's dry that real quick. Okay, then a second coat of Hauser medium here. And I did seal this, guys. If you notice, I'm not getting any of those like voids in my paint this time. I've learned that if I do that, I don't have that issue as much, which has been nice. So if you ever get to that point where you're like, why is this paint not covering here? Well, it's because you didn't seal your wood. because I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, don't have time. So I'm just like, oh, I'll just do it. I don't need to seal it, right? No, you need to seal it. Save yourself the heartache, right? Okay. All right, so how's your medium for my leaf here? Let that sit just a minute. All right, now I am going to take, because I used antique maroon or antique white on one piece, I need to use it someplace else. You guys know how I am. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the antique white up here onto my stem. See, together. This is my thought process here. So if you got it, you got to use it, right? So I've got my 1/2 inch angle, and I am going to just do a little shade around this one side of my stem. I'm not doing the whole thing, just a quick little shade up here. I want that to show. And then just pull it down around the bottom here. And this will help, like, if I have any like overlay there, like where the colors were not quite themselves. Pull that. That kind of helps blend it all together. Okay. Yes. And then we'll go in with another layer because it's lighter going on darker. We need to have a couple of layers, which is not a big deal. And that's also going to kind of make that look like it's worn. How are we doing on time, Lou?
37.
Ooh, we're doing good. We're almost done. Okay, so I'm going to do another layer here of this antique white, coming out a little further now, because I want to have that like it's the shade. So let's do this. Okay. Dry, dry, dry. Use a smidge more here. I'm just going to fill this in down here. I'm just bringing this around, making this a little thicker down here. You can still see that brown through there because we want it to be just like an accent there. Okay, there's that compressor. It's not quite as quiet now, is it, Lindsay?
It's because you said something.
It is, 100%, that's why. Okay, so I've got that, I've got my little leaf here, and then I am going to, let's see. I'm on a big dry brush here. Let's go with our number 12 dry brush. And I'm gonna take some, let's do antique white. So I've got my number 12 dry brush, or 10 dry brush here. And I've got some antique white, all that excess paint off. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick little, almost like the shine of the pumpkin, right? I'm just gonna come on the outside edges here. And just work that through, layer, 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 right? Don't want it to be super dark, but you wanna be able to see it. So I'm just pulling this around. And I'm blending it out just a smidge so it doesn't look like it's just a straight line. I want that to kind of flow together. It's a little more natural that way. I don't know about you, but whenever I've seen a pumpkin, it doesn't have just a straight shiny line. So that's all I'm trying to create is like that shine that would be on the pumpkin. So I'm coming over here now. I'm just gonna come this way, just like I did on the last side, or the other side. And bring this down. I think dry brushing is so fun. It does not take much at all when you're dry brushing. Just keep rubbing that back and forth and get that layer in there. So I'm starting on that angle, right? And then once I get my angle, I'm gonna start blending it out. at my angle, and then I'm just blending in. So I don't want a ton of paint on there. And I've got real light pressure, guys. I'm barely pressing at all on this. I know some people have had some comments about people struggling with dry brushing. I think pressure and then the amount of paint is massive when you're doing something like this.
I think like what I keep thinking in my head is you just want to build.
Yes.
Very little paint on
Very
the brush,
little paint.
and you just keep building up those layers.
Keep going. Yep. And you don't want, like, I'm checking my finger every time because I want to make sure. And then I'm just pulling down the center here, just kind of going back and forth, blending in here. And then again here. See how you're just getting, every time I go across it, it's getting brighter and brighter. And I have very, very little paint, and I'm barely putting any pressure on that at all. I'm kind of going up into my words. It looks a little more natural. You don't want it to just be like kind of spotty. You want it to go in to where you're working as well. You're just kind of layering that in there. I don't want to go over my words too much. You can, but I don't want to like mute them. So I'm just kind of pulling that around where the words are. That looks pretty good. I like that so far. I like that. Okay, so got the dry brushing down. There's going to be one more thing that I'm going to do. We're going to do this quickly, and then we're going to be done. I think our project's almost finished, guys. I am going to do a little bit of dip dot, and I want to pull, I haven't used that orange again. I only used the orange on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some dip dots of orange on my antique white, just to pull that color. You got to, I'm one of those people, if I've done it somewhere, I need to do it again. So I'm going to do orange here, and then I'm just going to hit a few places of the green on my everything, I think. So I'm just using the bottom of one of my brushes here, and I'm just going to start dip dotting. And I've got, again, I've got the persimmon paint here. I like to do my middle dot first, and then I go up and then down. So that way I know that that's kind of centered where I want it to be. So then I'll go here. That way it's a little easier for me to pull that together with those dots. So I have my center one where I know I for sure want the center to be, and then I can go on to my other color or my other dots. I think we'll go down here on this one. And I always like to make mine kind of like flow, so up and down. I don't like them to be in a straight line. That's just my choice. And then that, remember that design rule of 3, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing 3 dots on each. And if you wanted to do more dots, you can, if you want to do something in a different way. I'm going to get a smaller brush here for my everything, because I don't want to have big dots. They won't show, or they'll take over the wording. So let's just hit this real quick. And then when you pull that green now, so we pulled that orange back in, now we got to pull that green back in. Now, if you're one of those people who does not like the breaks in your stencil, you could 100% just go through and then fill those in with a round brush if you want to, or an angle. That does not bother me. To me, it makes it look a little more homemade, and I want my stuff that I'm doing to look homemade. So that those little breaks there don't bother me at all. So now I'm just using, I have my number 2 round, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm not going to do every letter for this. I'm just going to do a few, like every other one, I think. So, and I just want small, teeny, tiny little spots. See, that's too big. Hang on a minute. The magic, right? The magic. Okay, this brush might be too big. I might need this.
Yeah. Stylus?
It's over in the other room. This is a really small stylus, so let's see if this will even show up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she brings it.
Okay. Okay. Again, I'm starting with that middle dot, And I'm just going to do probably like every other word on this one because we don't want to overdo.
So Mary Jane joined us and she says, looking good, Jen. Dry brushing like that makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mary Jane.
And Mary Ann says, wow, Jen sounds like a teacher now. Awesome.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm definitely not a teacher. I'm just hanging out here doing a little project here like I like to do, but thank you very much. Appreciate it. I always think it's fun to do these projects, guys. I just really enjoy coming over here and playing for a little bit of my day. So when I get to do that, I'm always happy. And I'm always happy when you guys join me. Okay, there we go. Got a teeny tiny little stylist. Worked on that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So then we've got those dots there. We've got those dots there. Very nice. Okay. We didn't do anything to our green leaf though. That's my only thought. Huh. Okay, let me think about this.
Why don't you take a liner and a darker green and put some veins in it? You got Hauser medium, right?
I have Hauser medium. Avocado. That's light though.
Horrible.
Yeah, I have Hauser medium, Lindsay. New leaf. That's light too though. She said take a liner. Did you hear her? What is wrong with her?
Here's Hauser dark.
Okay, that'll work. She's just trying to get me
Take a liner. Linda, are you proud of me? Did you hear me say that?
Did you hear that, guys?
Get
Did you
the
hear her
liner.
say get the liner? Okay, now bear with me, people. Bear with me while I do this. Okay, let's set this off to the side here.
Linda said you inspire. Marianne says you have grown so much since you first started.
I have. I agree with that 100%.
And Deborah says the pumpkin is very pretty.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got Hauser dark here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay.
You can do it.
I can do it. I can do it.
Remember what Linda said.
I can do it. Okay, so we're gonna just go.
Look at that. And
I don't want, like, I am doing mine kind of on an angle because veins and leaves are not straight. Like, they're gonna go with the way the leaf is.
Linda said, I shut my mouth, but those are my sentiments. Get a liner.
I got it, Linda. I got it.
I channel my inner Linda.
She likes to tell me what to do, Linda. Don't worry. Lindsay's got it. You never have to fear. Lindsay's going to tell me what I need to do. Okay, so then we're just going to go here. Get some more water here. I get a little more water here. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. I'm gonna do some smaller lines. I know you guys, that's what you're thinking. I already know what you guys are gonna tell me before you say it. Okay. Okay, now this has gotta come this way. Oh, this is stressing me out. Can you tell? Okay. I don't know how you guys do this with these liners.
You're doing fine.
It looks a mess. I think I have too many lines is my problem.
I mean, it's up for interpretation. If you look closely at a leaf, there's tons of little tiny lines. So
listen to her try and make me feel better about my hot mess leaf.
Biology major.
Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to do some little smaller ones in between. I need to practice my liner more, guys. I'm not mad about that. I don't love it, but I'm not mad about it.
Marianne said, just think of Linda sitting next to you guiding you along.
Seriously, I need Linda to be here to help me show out how many to do these veins. That's what I need. Okay. I feel like it looks so like stark at the ends right now. So I'm just going to do, since I did those veins, so let me just go with the Hauser Dark and just kind of blend this around. And I think that will make me feel better. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Kind of soften it up. Yes, I like that better. And this is just Hauser Dark again. Yeah, Lindsay, write that down. She literally, as soon as I said that again, she stopped what she was doing and wrote it
Linda
down.
says, we will talk leaves.
We need to talk leaves, Linda. We need to talk leaves. Remember, guys, I can't draw. So anything I do in here, I'm just happy to get something.
I think it's good for semi-pro.
I think it's not bad. I think it could be way worse, right? And then I'm
It's
just
a veiny leaf.
gonna blend this with the Hauser Dark too. This is lightening it up a little bit so it doesn't seem like it's so like, oh my gosh, look at all those veins.
The thing is I sprung this on you. I said, get your liner.
You did. And what did I say? Okay.
Yeah.
I just got it out.
If you don't like it, it's my fault.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just I'm not confident in it, right? That's
So the next time I spring a leaf on you, I'll let you look at pictures of leaves and then
yeah, so then I can
I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna spring a leaf on you.
Hey, you're gonna paint a leaf today. Yes. So I like taking the dark, like the Hauser Dark, and like watering it down, right? And then just kind of brushing it over. It's like blending it a little bit more. Yeah. I do too. I think
Marianne says, I think you're doing fantastic.
Thank you, Marianne. Yeah, I think this is definitely helping. It doesn't look like it's like so bright, and then also that dark color. So I think this is definitely helping. So how do you fix your mistakes when you make a mistake like this? Do you just flip it over and start again? I just want to know.
Or you paint over it.
Or you paint over it and start. Okay, hold on. Let me just dry this and then see what we look like when it's dry. Because it looks pretty good to me. Okay. Well, I should say it's looking better now that it is.
Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Pam.
It's actually Lindsay and Jen here. Chris does lives every once in a while on Tuesdays. Every Wednesday we have semi-pro painting on Chris's channel, and every Thursday we have semi-pro stenciling on Chris's channel.
Which is Lindsay and I.
Which is myself and Jen, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But thank you for joining us. Chris will be having 2 new videos within the next week. I believe one will be going out tomorrow, and then the next one will follow next week sometime.
Yes.
Most likely Tuesday.
This definitely looks better, Lindsay.
Linda just sent me a side message.
Uh-oh. Tell Jen.
It's a photo.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Well, it's for future reference.
Yeah, that would have been nice. If I should have done it that way. You're right.
Just so you guys can see.
Linda's got me. Linda's always got me. She's always helping me out.
On the side.
Yeah, so this is what my my veins on my leaf should have looked like.
Yeah. So Linda.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. I think it looks decent for what I can do. I think it looks decent. Dry brushing definitely helps. Let me just say that it helps. And then I took that Hauser Dark and then just kind of watered down the paint and then like brushed over it, which kind of lightened it up so it wasn't so like veins everywhere. But I do like the way that turned out.
Marianne said you could put some orange dry brush on the leaf.
Orange dry brush on the leaf? I can do that. Okay. Who said that?
Marianne. Marianne Ebersole.
Oh, hi, Marianne.
Didn't know it was that Marianne, did you?
No. Okay. So I've got a dry brush here, like on the edges of the leaf?
I don't know. Maybe like it's turning or something. Oh, it's kind of giving it like a goldy kind of tone.
Yeah, softening it up a little too. Okay. So I'm just kind of hitting the edges of it. And again, guys, dry brushing just layers. So if you want light, you do a couple of layers. If you want dark, just keep going over. Oh, I like that. That was a good suggestion. So I'm just getting the tips of it. So it's starting to turn orange for me from a pumpkin, right? I don't even know what kind of leaves.
She said the favorite pain in the butt, Marianne.
No,
you're not a
pain in the butt, oh girl. Not at all. I like it when you guys give me suggestions. I like it. It makes me feel like my projects are getting better every time. See, I would not have thought to do that, but man, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, it's like it's changing. And I feel like it's got to come here too, because it's not just going to be the edges. It's going to start in the middle, right? Okay. And then just a quick little highlight here on the one side of this vein. More and more and more. Layer and layer and layer. Yes, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so that's our project today. What I'm gonna do is I'm hanging mine with this jute twine. We will get this, I'll probably wrap a little bit around here and do kind of like a little bow, and then I will do the hanging twine on this. So I will finish this up. Lindsay we'll get a picture taken, and Lindsay can get it listed for you guys so you can see it as the front of the video, and then we'll get it posted to the website. Does anybody have any questions while we're here before we jump off of here? Remember all of the items that we used in our semi-pro painting project today, you can get with that semi-pro 30 coupon code. That will get you 30% off of any of the items. So that includes the stencil, that includes the plaque, that includes the leaf, like all of that kind of stuff. Any of the main things that we use, you can use that coupon code for, and that's anything for the month of October. Okay. Lindsay, anything? Okay, guys, we are going to get off of here. We will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock with semi-pro stenciling, and I think it's our last Halloween project tomorrow. Possibly, yeah.
Because next week's Halloween.
Yeah, so probably we might. We'll see.
Depends what kind of mood we're in.
Yeah, sees what Lindsay throws on the desk and says, "You're going to paint this tomorrow or today." Because it happens.
You're going to paint this in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. Are you ready to go? Okay. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, semi-pro stenciling. If you have questions, please let us know. If not, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us, guys. Bye-bye.